Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
BioPioneers is the first company to manufacture protease inhibitor indigenously. It offers novel protease inhibitor for isolation of different proteins from the cell lines, plants and microbes, etc. Through this innovation, they aim to replace the imported inhibitors with their novel made in India products.
Before PhD, I was a technician at Institute of Life Science, where I work on particularly proteomics. At that time, I got to know that there is one chemical called protease inhibitor, is generally imported, and it is very important during protein isolation to provide a stability of the protein. As my mentor is a organic chemist and he know that, then we have a discussion regarding the same, and we try to make that a chemical called protease inhibitor, which will give a proper stability to the protein during isolation from any of the tissue or cell line or nematode or any organism basically. Particular chemical is not, no one is manufacturing in India. Basically this type of chemical imported from Germany or USA or Australia, China. So this particular protease inhibitor is play important role in the protein isolation basically to give a stability, as I said that. But question is this similar to the existing product? The answer is no. It is application wise similar, but it is a lot of USP, like it is a first thermal stable wide spectrum protease inhibitor in globally. So previously whatever this type of chemical is there, that need to keep it in 4 degree or -20, whereas this innovation you can keep it in room temperature.
During his work, he did some experiments where we found that new materials which are very potential for the scientific work. That time we didn't know that it's going to be a competitor for other products in the market. So because as part of research, we come across many things, but all of them, they don't come to this level. So this is one of the products which also we didn't think that it will be at this level. So during research, we do the experiments, we generate the data, and then we decide whether it can be extended or not. So similarly, this work also he was doing in the lab, and he found something interesting result. Then he thought basically his I would say his energy, his enthusiasm, which made me little bit different. Okay, let's do this. Okay, he wanted to do this because I gave freedom to all my PhD students, and that way they can work according to their thought. So in this case also, Dr. Vijay started the work, and when he saw some interesting results, then he wanted to extend the work, and he found that it could be a potential product in the market, because this type of material is used in the patho lab, in the research lab, but maybe it's not useful in the hospital, but pathology lab and research lab, these are very useful. So because in chemistry there are multiple areas you can excel. One of the area is if you want to develop some drug, another area if you want to deliver the drug, Third area is this kind of inhibitors. If you have something which can inhibit some protein, some signaling pathway. So these are different areas of chemistry where people can do something new for the society. And what society is looking for, the cost effective, because there are drugs in the market, but many drugs are expensive. Now what researchers are trying, they are trying to develop the drugs which are cost effective, means it will be economical for the common people so that they can afford the drugs in the market. Similarly, delivery system, drug, once you develop some drug, it has to be delivered in the human body, for example cancer or any other disease. So delivery system is another challenge. So some people do some innovative work in the delivery system. Many people they filed patent also for the delivery. During my postdoc research in US, we also filed couple of delivery system for the drug. We filed some antibiotics, peptide-based antibiotics when I was working in the US. So this product, how it started the journey, he worked on that inhibitor and he found that it's working for many proteins. And I pushed him, okay, you focus on this work and you apply for some grant, because we have some source of funding agency like DBT, BIG or BIDAC. So I pushed him to apply for the grant, and from there actually he started his journey, and he got the funding from the BIG, DBT, and he expanded his work. So whatever work we could not do in the lab, he completed, or he has been doing the same work after establishing this company. So whenever we have some committee for assessment or some review, if I am available, I remain present in the meeting, so that some technical questions which are coming from the experts, I can handle those things. So in that way, I support him throughout his journey.
For making this particular product, generally in the lab scale, we are normally doing it the magnetic stirrer, as you seen that. So where we are using the organic materials, and that will be used for multiple chemical component to develop this particular protease inhibitor. So to go lab scale to pilot scale, I'll show how this pilot scale is we are developing the pilot scale in the 50 liter capacity. So basically this is a glass reactor. It is a borosilicate glass reactor where this is the heating mantle. Basically temperature, it can be regulated up to 100 or above 150 kind of things. And this is a rotor where there is a motor is there, so it will be rotate all the reaction mixture. And for that we'll put some of the organic material into the reaction mixture. So this will useful for the synthesis of the materials, and for we will close this one with this particular aluminum foil, and after this particular reaction will be complete, we will collect all this material from this outlet, and this will be a condenser which will circulate a water cooling system. So whatever, if we wish to collect few of the material as a concentrated form, it will be come, and this will collected over here, and this is again a outlet. It is a regulator, you can open and close all these things. In this process, the 50 liter need to reduce. So therefore, we are using a rotary evaporator. It is the rotary evaporator of the capacity of the 20 liter capacity. This 50 liter come to the 20 liter. This is the heating chamber where the water is heating, and it will be reduced. This vapor will come by the help of the pressure, and it will be condensed through this particular condenser, and we will collect this after particular 1 liter capacity. We will go for the lyophilizer. After concentrated with rotary evaporator, we are take this particular concentrated chemicals to reduce further and come as a powder level. We are using this lyophilizer. It can be reduced the total liquid content and completely give the powder form in a control cooling system. During 2016, I started this type of work as a, but especially in the in biotechnology sector, the failure is much more, and especially in segment of the investment of money in R&D, as you know that it's a very impactful, and BIRAC has done a tremendous job where before completion my PhD, they support as a BIG support in the 50 lakhs of rupees, and we are trying to make some solution out of that. So that validation part is very much important. So at that time we failed more than 60 to 70 times before get a grant, because if you get some grant, before that you need to do some preliminary work. That preliminary work to the validation stage, then go to the market, really challenge. And especially whenever you go to the market in and your customer will be the scientist, there is again more challenges, and many of the time we failed as a Indian product. So people will happy to take that outside product, not Indian products. So that is a biggest challenge. Market, as a scientist you can do the things, but market penetration is need a specialized person. So we are a very good team. We have a few R&D people as well as the marketing people who is really helping us to go into the market. So these are challenges and solution you need to find out as an entrepreneur. It's a huge impact on the society. India is a so bigger population in globally, and as you know that the vaccine manufacturer or any of the insulin, growth hormone, this purified protein manufacturer, they need a bulk quantity, and India is importing all these ingredient basically from outside, and definitely the cost is increased because of the import duty and cold chain shipment and storage purpose, where we are addressing all these issues. So that will be a big impact in the indirect way to the society.